Hey, what's going on, guys? Norsky here. In this video I'm comparing the Federov Avtomat Trench to the M1907 SL Sweeper to see which gun is better based on each gun's current weapon statistics at the time of this video being made, and also my personal opinion on what I think of these two medic guns. Let's start with the Federov Avtomat Trench. This gun was added in for DLC 2, In the Name of the Tsar, and it's located in the medic class. You can unlock this gun by getting 40 kills with the Federov Trench, and you also need to get 40 squad heals. This gun also has one other variant, which is the Federov Avtomat Optical. The Federov Avtomat Trench holds 26 rounds in its magazine, along with an additional 104 rounds on reserve. The Federov Trench is actually tied with the M1916 Sub for having the largest magazine size in the medic class at 26. Now the reload time for the Federov Trench with ammo left is 2.7 seconds, and the reload time when the magazine is empty is 3.8 seconds. Both reload times are pretty comparable with most of the other guns in the medic class, but this gun still has one of the slowest reload times out of the medic guns. Currently this gun has a glitch that happens sometimes, which is when you reload the Federov, it sometimes reloads only 25 rounds instead of 26. It's not that big of a deal, but I figured it's worth noting. Moving on to its damage. Between 0 meters and 23 meters, the Federov Trench has a max damage output of 28, which is actually the lowest max damage output in the medic class by far. The next lowest guns are the Federov and the All-Loading Extended, with a max damage output of 38. Between 24 meters and 35 meters, it slowly drops to its minimum damage output of 19, which would also be the lowest minimum damage output in the medic class. Now between 0 and 27 meters, this gun is a 4-shot kill. From 28 meters to 33 meters, it's a 5-shot kill. And from 34 meters and out, it becomes a 6-shot kill. Pretty much anything inside of 30 meters, and this gun is nothing short of amazing. The reason I think this gun isn't as powerful as the rest of the medic guns is because it's built more like an LMG. Historically, some people call this gun the first modern day assault rifle, which is why I think they put this gun in the medic class. Others think the Federov is the first assault rifle. But anyways, that's a topic for another day. Moving on to this gun's overall accuracy. At close range, this gun has great control and low recoil. It can also be somewhat viable at hip firing sometimes. The Federov is probably the best gun at close range out of the medic guns. You could argue that the Sub 1906 and the Auto-Loading 8 are better, but I prefer having more ammo. Obviously this gun won't outduel the Hellriegel or Automatical at close range, but it can still be pretty effective. At medium range, this gun performs pretty well still. The recoil is a small factor at this range, but it's pretty low and it also holds damage pretty well still. At long range, this gun kind of turns sour, mainly because of the recoil. It can be kind of a challenge taking out enemies at 40 meters and out, so I recommend keeping your gun engagements fairly close when using this gun. The Federov Trench has a rate of fire of 449 rounds per minute, which is easily the quickest in the medic class. The Auto-Loading 8 has the next fastest rate of fire in the medic class at 359 rounds per minute. Currently, the Federov has the 14th quickest rate of fire among all primary guns in Battlefield 1. This gun has one of the slowest muzzle velocity ratings in the medic class at 570 meters per second. Overall, I think this gun is really good. It's actually becoming one of my favorite guns to use in Battlefield 1. This gun has good overall accuracy, especially at close and medium range. It might have low damage ratings, but with its quick rate of fire, you generally can't even tell that they are lower. The Federov Avtomat Trench is a great addition to this game, and my overall rating for it is a 7.6 out of 10. Moving on to the other gun in this comparison, which is the M1907 SL Sweeper. This gun is also located in the medic class, and you can unlock the Sweeper variant at rank 3 for the medic class. The M1907 SL has 3 variants, including the M1907 SL Sweeper, Factory, and Trench. The Sweeper holds 21 rounds in its magazine, along with an additional 63 rounds in reserve. This gun can be pretty easy to burn through all of your ammo, so keep that in mind when using this gun. This gun has a muzzle velocity rating of 570 meters per second, which is identical to the Federov Trench. The Sweeper has a fairly average rate of fire at only 299 rounds per minute, which is almost considered the standard for medic guns, but it is quite a bit slower compared to the Federov. The M1907 SL Sweeper with ammo in the magazine, it takes 2.3 seconds to reload, and when the magazine is completely empty, it takes 3.5 seconds to reload. Both reload times are slightly quicker than the Federov. Moving on to its damage, between 0 and 17 meters, the Sweeper has a max damage output of 42. From 18 to 39 meters, it slowly decreases to its minimum damage output of 23. Now from 0 to 27 meters, this gun is a 3-shot kill. Between 28 meters and 36 meters, it's a 4-shot kill. And from 37 meters and out, it becomes a 5-shot kill. The M1907 SL Sweeper is way more powerful than the Federov, especially at close and medium range. Ironically, the time to kill stats are very similar between the Federov Trench and the Sweeper, almost identical at some points. So even though the rate of fire and damage ratings are pretty different between the two guns, they're still fairly balanced overall. Let's move on to the SL Sweeper's accuracy. At close range, this gun is amazing. It can melt people just because it has the perfect combination of rate of fire and damage output to make it amazing. And this gun has great control and pretty low recoil at close range. At medium range, this gun is still great. The recoil is a little bit more noticeable, but it's not bad after you get used to playing with this gun. Also, the overall control is still solid. Now, at long range, just like the Federov Trench, the SL Sweeper's accuracy and range start to turn a little sour. It becomes a lot more challenging to kill someone at this distance because the recoil is pretty bad, and its recoil is actually worse than the Federov's overall. I personally would prefer the Federov over the Sweeper at long range, but the Sweeper is definitely a top 3 meta gun at close and medium range. Overall, the M1907 SL Sweeper is and has been a great gun in Battlefield 1. For a lot of people, it's a gun you either love or hate. Personally, I love this gun. It's been one of my favorites since the release of Battlefield 1 because it's a beast of a gun. It has great damage and also has great control at short and medium range. Its only downfalls are that it could have more ammo in reserve and it's pretty ineffective at long range. Still, this gun is one of the best in the game. I've rated this gun once before, but that was last November, so here are the ratings that I gave it originally. Now my current overall rating for the M1907 SL Sweeper is a 7.4 out of 10. As much as I love the SL Sweeper, I really don't think it's quite as good as the Federov Trench. Personally, I think the Federov Avtomat Trench is slightly better than the Sweeper, which would make the Federov the winner in this comparison. The reason I think this gun is better is because it's just a more all-around balanced gun. It doesn't really have any weaknesses other than it's not the greatest gun at long range, but once you look past that, this gun is one of the best in the game. I would definitely recommend trying to unlock this gun if you haven't already, because it's really fun to play with and it's just a great overall gun. After hearing my opinion, I want to know what gun do you guys prefer between these two guns. Let me know in the comments. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, and also feel free to subscribe if you're new to my channel. Thanks again guys, and I'll catch you later.